Hi, good day everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Afuro, or you can call me Kiki. Today, I'm making this video to share with you a recent experience of mine, as well as exposing the character of this individual that I had a interaction with. So I'm just gonna share with you how it went down. This person, she also makes videos, she makes content and whatnot on YouTube. She felt the need to insult my character, my person, insult my being. I see it as it's more so personal on her end, because I know for a fact I didn't inflict any personal damages, any intentional troubles upon her. One thing about me, I like to have things structured and have things orderly, just to prepare for the future. I'm a very future-oriented individual. I think ahead. I'm an Aquarian. I think way ahead when it comes to things and when it comes to making decisions and whatnot. I didn't know how the outcome of this entire situation would come about. As it was going about, I've made sure to keep track of everything. I kept documentations. I created evidence just in case things really spiraled. And what do you know? It spiraled. Yeah, awesome. So she has a channel. Well, this is a senior citizen. She's looking for trouble. I don't know why. Just looking for trouble, just looking for problems that don't even really need to be there. Like, one thing about me, I really don't like confliction, you know, and if there is some, if there is some form of confliction, let's come up with a resolution. Like, why are we going back and forth? Like, for what? Just wasting breath, wasting time, wasting energy. And that's just not my thing, you know? And I'm not here to take things personal with no one, you know? I don't care about what's going on in your personal life. As far as what happened in the situation, let's keep it objective. Let's keep things factual and objective for what it is and what went down. You know what I mean? I'm gonna react to it. This video that she made is almost 50 minutes long. I'm not watching I'm gonna tell you this. I'm not watching this whole thing. Like, I'm gonna go into like a few minutes of it. I don't understand. Like, why do people lie? Like, people will really sit there and lie out of their neck. And for what? Like, some people just have a victim mentality. People lie to make their character look or appear more grander than what it is. Make themselves look like they're always in the right. I was basically telling her, like, as adults, I don't think we should go about things this way. Things need to be structured and organized. This was not me attacking. I'm just saying, like, things need to be more structured and organized in order for us to connect and work and to avoid any miscommunications. That's all that I was implying. But this person took it very personally. Yeah, that's what it was. They took it so personal. But look, let's get into this video. I was thinking about making a video about this, a little story about this establishment that I used to work at. And I was being discriminated against due to my appearance. I used to work at this restaurant. Before I got hired, there was a manager and there was an assistant manager. There was a woman that was managing it, and then there was a male that was the assistant manager, right? And prior to me getting hired, you go through the interview process. The woman thought I was perfect, excellent candidate. Everything checked the box out. She loved me, my personality, appearance, everything. The assistant manager, though, on the other hand, he was in the back door saying, I don't think you should hire her, you know, because of her hair. But it's like at the time, you couldn't even really fully see my hair on that day. So it's just like, how? But either way, look, aside from that, the environment that I was in, I couldn't even like have my hair out anyways. Like, my hair was gonna have to be covered up some way because I'm working around food. The environment has to do with food. So either way, my hair isn't even really supposed to be out like that when you're around food in the food industry, right? To me, I don't think that's a valid point to make as far as somebody being a candidate or not. Solely their appearance. Like, I probably get like, okay, skin markings, tattoos, stuff like that. But like hair though, like long hair, like either way, like once your hair gets to a certain length, you have to cover it up in that type of industry, right? But here's the thing. If it was that serious, like say if that excuse was so serious, I can literally just put a scarf on when I show up. Like it's just that simple. I can just wear a wrap and that it really won't even be a problem ever, like at all. Nobody ever has to see my hair, period. So like I said, I think it was beyond like, okay, you could call that a form of prejudice or discrimination, but at the same time, like that's something that like there's always a solution to things at the same time, right? There's a solution. I think it was just something beyond that. And also this person was not, you feel me? So yeah, the original manager, she knew what it was. Like she's like, yeah, nah, you're perfect for this position. And everything was going well. Eventually she got let go. She got let go for whatever reason, and in the process of looking for a new manager, the assistant manager got the position just to not be void. He got the title of manager until they found a new one, right? Hope that makes sense. And like I said, from the beginning, before I even started, I already knew. And by the way, he didn't say this to me personally, right? This was told to me. Like, I'm that type of person. People come to me like, I don't ask people like what people are saying about me or what people think about me. I don't really care. But like, people feel comfortable and trust, they're trusting of me to share with me information that I don't get to, you feel me, like actually see or hear. So they come to me like, hey, you know, I heard this, or this person said this. But like, I'm not that type of person where it's like I stir things up. Like, okay, cool, okay, cool. So yeah, this was actually told to me by someone else, right? This was told to me. So that's how I even know about it. So I'm like, okay, like this is something that's been this is not something new. This is not like out of nowhere this person's just treating me this way. Like, I knew this person had a prejudice towards me, some form of prejudice towards me from the jump, right? So once this person got position of manager, they just started treating me like very differently in a way where it's like really petty, like super petty, super just power hungry, very power hungry. I could give examples, but it's like, I'm gonna just keep it simple. Okay, there's rules, right? Everybody gotta follow and conform to whatever. Certain people break it, nothing is said, silence. But I do something like really slight, it's like you try to like press up on me and you can't, like on some like the littlest shit, but it's like somebody does the same thing like right in front of them. Like, it's just little, like, I don't know, being on your phone or me, like what I would do, I like when it's like downtime, it's not busy, I like to read into my books. So it's just like that. He'll be like, I don't want nobody reading, I don't want nobody, like that. It's nothing going on, like it's so dead. Just trying to make it so that I'm like a robot the entire time, and I'm like, I'm not a robot, right? I'm gonna stimulate my mind, like it's nothing to do, it's nobody here. I'm not a robot. I'm not about to pretend like I'm doing shit the entire shift. Like, I'm not a robot. Look. That's pretty much how it went down. To sum it up, the original manager got let go. This person that had something towards me initially got the power, and then they started treating me how they initially would have wanted to treat me to begin with. They started treating me different. I'm gonna just say it like that. This lady, she was a customer, right? She was a regular that would show up. All right, I would hook her up. I would hook her order up, give her whatever she wanted. Sometimes I might give her a little extra, like, here, you know what I mean? I hook her up. Like, this is about a year ago. Sometime later, after I left the restaurant, I see her all the way in the mountain, all the way up in the mountain, enjoying the views, and I see her. She recognized me, rather, and From there, we caught up, we had a conversation like, all right, remember you used to work there. What happened to you? Da-da-da. What I just said right here, this is exactly what I shared. This person always had some form of prejudice against me as far as my appearance was. I mean, I don't think it was solely my appearance. I feel like it's just a part of it was a depthness to it. Like, okay, I really feel like, okay, the hair, but also, I feel like it was something beyond the hair as well. Just in general. Like I said, this person wasn't so... And then on top of that, it was a dude. So it's like he's not even from this country for real. And he's older. Like, you already know how this goes, bro. Like, the older you get, bro, like, motherfuckers just be so miserable. I'm telling you, like, people be so miserable as they get older. Some of them, it's like, in their younger years, like, they ain't have nothing going on. They ain't really do shit for themselves. So it's like, as y'all get older, it's like, they just be so miserable and bitter. And they try to put that out on younger people. In a way, like, this dude, like, you could tell, like, his lifestyle, feel me? I'm not even trying to get personal, though, that's the thing, like, but this is just things that I can pick up on, like, okay, this person is just obviously not a happy person, and, like, people try to, like, spread their unhappiness and put that shit on you, but it's like, no, I don't give a fuck. But look, that's pretty much to sum it up. And I caught up with this lady that used to be a regular. She recognized me, we had a conversation. She has a channel as well. She was like, what you went to? Now, here's the thing about me, right? The best way to describe myself, I'm like a jack of all trades. I'm a very open-minded, like, individual. I'm an extremely open-minded individual. I love trying new things. I'm open to a lot of things. I'm open to trying new things. I have many hobbies, many talents. I don't really share that with a lot of people. Like, I don't really, like, if you were to ask me, if I was to meet somebody and they asked me, like, hey, what do you went to? I'm not about to share everything, bro. Like, I'm gonna just break it down to, like, 1 or 2 things, like, no more than 3 things. Cause, like, you don't really want to hear everything that I really get into. Like, you don't really want to hear that shit. So I'm gonna just, as far as, like, what we're connecting on and what we're conversating on, I'm gonna just share with you, like, okay, this is what I'm into right now, or whatever I'm into at the moment. That's what I'm gonna just share with you, cause I'm into a lot of things. Like, I'm into a lot of things. I'm like a jack of all trades, and and I call myself, I'm a master of all. I'm a master. They say the saying goes, jack of all trades, master of none. Nah, like, I master all my trades. Everything I get into, like, I really get into it. You feel me? Like, I'm a very open-minded individual. Like, I love to learn. I love trying new things. So, but when we was having the conversation, I only shared with her, like, 2 things, and it was true. Like, this is really what I'm into at the moment. I'm into videography. I do my content thing, and I'm into music. So I like to vocal train. I like to train, vocal train, and I'm getting into instrumentals. I'm learning synthesis. I'm learning keyboard. Hope I said that right. But that's the original name for keyboard. But I'm learning keyboard as well. So I'm really into music. I love music. And I love making content. I love editing, videography, things like that. So I've been doing that since I was 16 years old. Yeah, and of course, like, other things as well, you know, cooking, da-da-da. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can get into other shit, but, like, I just narrowed it down to those 2. This woman, she makes a video about me. Like, she does her little YouTube thing too. She makes a video, but then after, like, our situation, okay, honestly, I'm gonna just play the video for y'all so y'all can just know how it went down. Cause she's kind of explaining it, but at the same time, she's lying at the same time. I'm gonna point out where she's lying at, and I'm gonna put in some screenshots, some documents as well. As everything was unfolding, I'm like, I don't know where this is about to go, but just in case, I'm about to make some video evidence, like, just in case. And somebody even warned me about this, like, this person might lie and say you tried to da-da-da. And I'm like, that's true, they could do that. They could do that. I took a note of that, and I videoed everything. But, all right, here we go. We finna look at this shit, though, and I'm finna react to it. All right, right here, she talking about the owner of the restaurant.
As a soul food cafe, and I would go into the vegan cafe a lot, and or quite a bit, you know, you guys know. And there was this young girl working there, 22 years old, growing old enough to know better, right? So
She could be literally speaking for herself. My love, speak for yourself.
So I go in there. She's always been pleasant and nice, smile. You know, she has an androgynous kind of look about her. She's got dreads or whatever. She's her hair, right? So she was there, and then she was gone, and I was a little upset. I'm like, oh wow, she was so nice, cool. Her and this other girl from Colombia, and then the other girl was nice, and the guy didn't speak much, but they were nice. Hi, they were nice, and
she's talking about the co-workers and stuff.
See her, so I'm assuming, gosh, she's not working here anymore, you know. So then I see her about a week ago at a spot that I go to all the time, and I said, oh hey, I was happy to see her. Hey, how are you? She comes off with this sweet attitude and all this.
What is a sweet attitude?
It's like intimidate.
And like look at the faces that she's making. Like she's making like these like yuck faces and like these exaggerated faces for us. Like, why? Why are you like this? Why do you feel like it's some form of confliction or animosity, or like where's this coming from? You get what I'm saying? Like people just be so mad and bitter. I'm telling you, like
or whatever. And she's like, I'm like, well, what happened to you? She's like, yeah, I got fired. I think that
I didn't say I got fired. I shared with her that I was being discriminated against due to my appearance, because if you go to the reviews of that restaurant when I was there, like I've gotten it's reviews with my actual name on it. Like people knew me, people remember. Look, this is it right here. People remember me, they appreciated me. I'm a very memorable person. People know me for that, right? And even the reviews say it for itself. Like I've literally got that restaurant like some good ass reviews just from my presence.
I think they fired me because of my hair.
And I didn't really get fired. I just left. Like some niggas, man. Like look, don't let people treat you however way they want, bro. Like, bro, I'm not about to be in an environment where they should treat me like shit. I don't give a f. I know my value. I left because I know my value. 36,000 seconds. Imagine me sacrificing 36,000 seconds, which is equivalent to 60 minutes, which is equivalent to 1 hour, to be in an environment where I'm being discriminated against and people have personal prejudices against me, hidden, or let's say hidden prejudices against me for minimum ass wage. I know my worth, and I said this. I'm not a slave. Like, what the
and I'm like, and she's like, well, my hair was covered up, but this Hispanic guy that works there, he didn't like me. He mentioned something about my hair the first time, and I started thinking, this is a black-owned business.
And see, this is where people f up at, right? Because y'all always looking at shit from a skin color perspective, bro. But it's not always about skin color, bro. Even the owner is exploiting the workers. Like, come on. The amount of profits, if y'all could see the amount of profits that these businesses make to the ratio of what they pay their employees, my pennies. You are getting pennies, chump ass change. Look at the ratio from the restaurant's profits to what they're giving the employees. 36,000 seconds of an hour for 15, 16, 20 dollars an hour. Like, y'all see how f***ed up that is? Compared to the amount of profits, the average order is like about $20. Say $15, $20. Just for one order. Somebody's placing one full order, right? $15, $20, right? A meal and a drink. Sometimes you can get like hundreds of customers a day. On top of that, you get online orders. I know this is getting a little bit off topic, but I'm really breaking this down, like how undervalued you are as a employee. And being an employee, it's another depth to it, dude. Like, this is a new form of slavery. Like, when they took away the chains and the shackles, a form of slavery, but it's disguised. It's also a matter of mentality as well. Look,
And this girl is very ethnic with her hair. I see a few dreads hanging, but the rest of it, I don't know what it's doing, to be honest. So I'm like, well, geez, this is a black-owned business. Why wouldn't they, you know, they get it.
Bruh, the owner, it does not matter their skin color. The owner does not give a fuck about their workers, bruh. It does not matter what their skin color is. Like, imagine, like, you're a hard-working ass person. You're a hard-working person, right? The owner is not about to see that, let me give you a raise up. That's not the case. You're like, well, I don't know. Why do y'all think just because motherfuckers is y'all the same skin color as you, they gonna give you everything or set you up for life or something? Like, that's not the case. Like, the owner does not care about their workers' financial life or situation. Like, they're just gonna give you the bare minimum while they pocket majority of the profits. Now, am I saying that makes them a bad person? No, it's just business. It's not personal. It's just business. Like, that's how it is. I don't know why y'all think just because somebody the same skin color as you, they finna get personal with you and give you more. Oh, you the same skin color as me. Yeah, let me give you a little something. Let me give you a little tip. Give you a little raise. Like, that's not what's happening. Like, what is skin color implying? Like, tell me that makes sense.
They get the thing. They, you know, we're whatever. But then I started thinking, I wouldn't hire nobody like that either, with hair like that. Y'all know I've talked about this.
I would never work for somebody like you. What? Who would want to work for somebody like you? When I show y'all the messages, she has the most inflated ego in existence. Her ego is more inflated than the sun. Second of all, I told you this before, and I'm gonna say it again. I'm not a slave, and I'm nobody's slave. I don't get on my knees for nobody. I don't bow to nobody, bro. I'm nobody's slave. Nobody's working for you. She's trying to look for, like, really young people. She's looking for young people to exploit and use to build herself up. This is the type of person she is. She's looking for young people to exploit and use to build her brand. Try to build her brand and inflate her ego even more. She really thinks she's hot shit. But look, come on.
This before. Y'all know, if it ain't groomed, I'm not hiring you, right? But
bruh, she does not have no establishment at all. Like, what does she even hire for what? What is your establishment? What is your business, please? And as far as groom, and that just goes to show, like, okay, if you want people that resemble the appearance of a European, like, go for it then. But that's not me. I'm not, my body, my skin, my texture, my hair texture, everything does not resemble. If grooming to you is having the resemblance of European features, then that's just not me. If that's what you go for it. But this is how my hair grows naturally on its own. This is how my locks are. This is how I am. This is who I am, and I'm not changing it for nobody. So I don't know, why would I change myself for you? Like, who are you for me to want to change myself, my appearance for you? Who are you? Who are you? I'm not changing myself for nobody. My really be thinking they hot shit. Like,
but then I tried to be easy on and say, let people be who they are, right? And you guys know I'm the first to be like, you know, don't judge a book by its cover, because you make a lot of mistakes. But people then tend to show you who they are behind that cover, and you're like, oh, my first impressions and thoughts were probably right.
Bruh, I'm sorry. I keep pausing every second. Like, this woman is so delusional. She thinks she came to, like, some form of conclusion or actualization. The whole time she's just paranoid. I think she's just going to some phase of just mental disability. I don't know. Look.
So I asked her, like, so are you in school? What are you doing? Like, what do you want to do? And she's like, well, I'm still kind of trying to figure stuff out.
Like, why are you making that face?
And she's like, you know, oh, well, I like anything creative. I said, I get that. I like anything, you know, audio, visual, or, you know, what did she say? You know, doing videos, editing, music. Here's another one that wants to be in the music industry.
Okay, look. I don't see, this is what I'm talking about, the delusion, because not once did I say anything about any industry. I just find it so weird how people, like, as soon as you mention anything about music and creating music, it's like people automatically jump into this fucking satanic aspect or worshiping aspect of music. And it's like, first of all, what are you even talking about? Like, all I said was I'm working towards becoming a great vocalist or a better vocalist, a great vocalist, right? I love music. I love instruments. So my thing is, where did you hear anything about an industry? Who said anything about an industry? Like, why did you immediately jump to that conclusion of an industry? Like, see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, what are you even talking about? How does me practicing, learning vocal training, learning how to master my vocals, my vocal instrument, how does that correlate with an industry? Like, why can't I just enjoy that on its own? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? Seriously.
Another one, like, we need more. When it's like a needle to 5,000 haystacks, you know.
A needle to 5,000 haystacks, right? You see how, this is how narrow-minded she is. If you really want something in life, my nigga, you want to be the best at something, why would you look at yourself as though you're puny? The field is oversaturated. Like, you might feel like you can't achieve something. You might feel like you can't achieve something or you can't get to that height or limit, but I don't think like that. The field in your eyes might be oversaturated. You might feel that way. But if that's what I say, if I really wanted to get into the industry, okay, let's say if I really did want to get into that field on that level, and I believe that I can do it, my nigga, yes, I can do it. Just because your mind is narrow does not mean that everybody's gonna share that narrow-mindedness as you. You don't know where my mind is at on a musical level, on a musical note. You don't know where I operate at. And it's for damn sure not on your level. Nigga, if I wanna be big in music, if that's what I want, if that's my calling, better yet, if that's my calling to do so or to be so, then it will be. It will just be. I don't need to work. I don't need to do the most. Like, it's just, everything is just gonna fall into place. See, but you don't think that way. You don't see shit. You can't see ahead. Like I said, jack of all trades, master of all, my nigga.
You know, so I said, oh, okay. I said, you know, I have a YouTube channel. I said, so you can edit videos and stuff. I said, hey, and I showed it to her and everything, and, you know, showed her my videos and what I do and how, you know, I was like, you know, maybe we can collab and work together. Maybe you could be an intern because she hasn't done anything.
The crazy part is that, the crazy part about that, she literally does not know me. All she knows is what I shared with her. Whole time, she doesn't even know I have my own channel. Whole time, she doesn't even know I've been doing YouTube for over half a decade. I've been on YouTube. Over half a decade, I've been editing videos, and I've edited all types of videos. I edited my own videos. I edited gaming videos. I have another channel as well. I don't really promote it on here. I edit other videos as well. I edit cooking videos. I edit other people's videos as well. I'm an official videographer and editor. I edit, I do everything. Not only for myself, but for other people as well. Whole time, she doesn't even know that. Nor did she even ask. Like, she literally didn't ask shit. Like, she just, in her mind, just making up shit in her mind, and she's just saying that's what it is. And it's like, how do you know? Like, she's saying I don't have a portfolio or haven't done anything. She literally does not even know that, though. She never asked, nor did I tell her, nor did I share. I didn't share that with her because she didn't ask. I don't just share shit about me. Like I said, jack of all trades, master of all. I'm just going to share with you what I want to share with you or what I need to share with you. That's what you're going to get. The whole time, she doesn't even know what I'm really do, what I'm really into. But look, that's why I don't share everything about myself, though, because it's like people who are going to hear that and do whatever they can to just leverage off of you and your energy. So I'm going to share with you what I want to share with you, what I want you to know.
So I'm like, listen, in my day, I volunteered my ass off because I wanted to learn how to do things, you know?
And the thing is, I'm the type, I'm not like you, though. That's the thing. This is not your day, nigga. This is 2025. This is not your day. We are in the present, my nigga. We are in the future. I don't need to do whatever you said you just did. I don't have to do that shit because I naturally pick up on things very fast. And this is not, don't take my word from it. This is what people tell me. This is not just coming from me. This is what I hear all the time throughout my life. Like, wow, you learn really fast. You pick up really fast. Literally, I just got off the phone with one of my mentors. Like, he's like, yo, I don't know where you get your information from, but nah, you're doing so great. Like, keep doing that. Like, I don't need to do whatever you just did, kissing ass and doing shit for free. I don't have to do that. My skills is already there. You had to do that. I didn't. See, we're not the same. Like, you trying to compare us or something? We're not the same.
You know, and get my foot in there. And this was better than going to school because it's hands-on. It's right there. You build your portfolio.
She doesn't even know if I have a portfolio or not. That's the crazy part. She doesn't even know any of my work. She does not know. She just assumed that because I'm young. Like, okay, just because in your younger days you ain't have shit going on, that does not apply to every young person. Don't apply your personal experiences onto other people. She doesn't even know. Like, that's crazy. That's the crazy part.
So she's like, yeah, that'll work. That'll be cool. That'll be cool. So I go to storage. I get my GoPro. I said, here, take the GoPro.
Look, mind you, this was her idea. This was all her idea. She had this camera, right? She's like, here, you could look at it, you could check it out, you know, figure out the functions, this and that. Mind you, this camera is over 10 years old. This is an old ass camera, but still, she handed it to me. She's like, yeah, you can check it out. Oh, by the way, she gave it to me dead, right? She gave me a dead camera. She didn't give me the charger to it. Like, for some reason, she had the charger though, but she didn't give it to me. So there's nothing much I could really do but read the manual. And then I watched a video on it, how to operate it or whatever. That was about it. Like, there's nothing I could really do with it, right? So that's what she's talking about.
GoPro, learn how to work it. Let's see if we could get it to use, you know.
And like I said earlier, I'm gonna say that again. I'm gonna say this again. I'm an Aquarian, right? So Aquarius is technology, innovation. Technology and innovation, right? So we pick up on things like that very fast. Anything technology, anything new coming out, like Aquarian is on it. So I just have to point that out again.
You know, practically brand new, whatever, right? Okay.
That shit was not brand new. That shit was 10 years old. I'm gonna say that again. She's not gonna tell you. She's not gonna tell you guys this. She's making it seem like she just got that camera, right? She's making it seem like she got that camera. That camera is literally over 10 years. I looked it up. I looked up the model and everything, but that camera came out. I'm gonna show y'all too. I'm gonna show y'all that video. That camera came out over 10 years old. Over 10 years ago.
I've had it for a while, but I hardly.
Like, she's trying to make it seem like it's brand spanking new. Like, it's new in a sense where she's never used that shit. before. It's new in a sense where it's collecting dust. It's just sitting there. It's new in that sense. But as far as when it came out, she's not gonna tell y'all that shit was old as fuck. Like I could probably go to the flea market right now, find some shit like that. That's how non-modern it is.
I ever use it. I give it to her.
And I don't really get why did she have that idea? Like, let me give her. I mean, you really didn't have to do that. I mean, I just went along with it. Like, okay, sure, I'll check it out. I'll look into it. But she really didn't have to. If you're like a really paranoid person, and you claim you're somebody that you have a hard time trusting, like, why are you even doing gestures like this? It just makes no sense. Like, I could see, like, she's the type, like, she's very paranoid, always trying to, she's the type, she's an assumer as well. She makes a lot of assumptions about things without confirming. She has a really hard time with confirming things. So that's something that she needs to work on.
And I let a day or so.
Oh, you gotta hear this part.
So
you gotta hear this part. Look.
It said she's been trying.
Her thing is buffering. That's not me.
To find a charger to plug it. Now in here, I gave her a cord.
Like, okay, this is the lie. This right here is the lie. I'm gonna tell you this. Prior to her handing me the camera, right? Her car was very, very dirty. It was very. I ain't even finna take it there. I'm just being honest. It was very untidy. You can see it was like crumbs, dust, all types of shit all over the place, right? And this is not just coming from my word. This is also coming from her word as well. She's like, man, my stuff is all over the place. You know, I got this here, I left this in that van, and this in storage. You know, everything's all over the place. I can't find things sometimes. This is not just my word. It's not just my word for it. She said it herself, that she's all over the place, right? And you can even see within her car, within her environment, that it's also untidy as well. So she's claiming that she gave me a charger. If that was the case, why would I have not been able to use it or function or turn it on or whatever? Like, I literally couldn't do anything with it. She told me that she assumed that I had a charger. I don't know, why would you assume that? I have an iPhone, so why would I have, I guess it takes like an Android type of charger port. And I don't have that on me, so I don't know why she assumed that either. You can see, like, she's an assumer.
I don't have the cord. I didn't misplace jack. I put every single thing back in here. Even my SD card is gone. Where's the SD card? It's not in here. I gave her everything from the car. Nothing.
The thing is, like, what form of use or value could I get from taking anything from that? For an example, it's like, imagine me taking a TV stand without the TV. What purpose does it serve for me to take it? Like, why would I take pieces to a camera that I cannot utilize whatsoever? Mind you, this shit is 10 years old. So what purpose does it serve for me to take pieces from a 10-plus-year-old camera? Like, what can I possibly make use of a 10-year-old equipment? Like, come on, be for real, my love. Be for real.
Nothing's in here.
It's got all the pieces are here. Everything is intact. Everything is here. It works. This is everything that it came with. Just recording for document evidence, and she is right there. So I'm gonna return this right now. Let me just put it together. There we go. Flip it back up. There she go. And there she is looking at it. Like, that's crazy, bro.
Not in here. None of this. I know what the cord looks like. Nothing is in here. Nothing.
Oh my God. And the amazing part about everything, before I handed it to her, I literally recorded my whole process of me returning it, because I knew she was going to say this. I knew it. I knew she was going to say something was missing. I knew it. And it happened. It literally happened. That just goes to show. I recorded everything in there. All of the equipment, everything, the camera, everything was in there. So that's a lie. And the part where I gave it to her, I even recorded that too. And I recorded her looking at it too. And I even sat there for like a minute for her to actually say something to me, right? She didn't say nothing to me, so everything was there, and then she pulled off, right? It's not until she pulled off, then she started saying stuff was missing. But why didn't you say something earlier when you was just looking at it? Like, you went back in your car and went away.
Bye, have a beautiful time.
Then started saying stuff was missing. Like, how does that make sense? That's so contradicting.
Telling me I misplaced it, but here, let's go to.
You likely did misplace it. If she could put the camera down and show y'all how her car looks, there's crumbs everywhere, all types of shit everywhere, nothing is in order or organized. I can see you misplacing things. When things are unorganized and out of order, yes, you start to lose things, you start to misplace things, you start to get out of order. So it's not like it's something that's not like normal or natural.
So she says she's at the library. I said, okay, I'm not far from there. I'll be there.
I put that on everything I love. She did not say that. This is future me editing right now. I had to pause right here. Saying that you're not far from a destination is not validating you or establishing a meetup. Saying that you're not far from a destination, that is not establishing a meetup. I repeat, that is not establishing a meetup. You didn't even call. I can't believe I even had to make a video like this, but look, this part right here, I'm at the library. I said, okay, I'm not far from there. I put that on everything. I put that on her life. I put that on everything I love. She did not say that. And I have messages to prove it as well. I was at the library at the time, right? This is when I didn't have the charger, right? She messages me, where are you? I'm gonna put the screenshots up there too. She's like, where are you? I'm like, I'm at the library. That's it. She didn't say, where are you, so I can come and give you a charger, or where are you? I'm gonna be on my way. No, she's just like, where are you? I'm like, okay, she wants to know where I'm at. I'm at the library, right? Not knowing that I'm gonna leave shortly after. Because when I'm at the library, normally I'm not always on my device. I might be on my laptop, but usually I'm there, I'm reading, I'm researching and stuff like that, right? By the time I got back on my device, I'm responding to messages and whatnot. I'm like, I'm at the library, right? So from that message, she decides, okay, I'm gonna go straight to, and she didn't even say I'm on my way. By the way, she never said she was on her way. She just goes straight. As soon as I said I'm at the library, she goes straight there, right? Shortly after, I left. I'm like, I'm gonna go get some food. I'm hungry now. I stopped at the market, whatever. I left on my way home. So she gets there. She's like, well, where are you? I'm here. Like, why would you show, look, okay, you want us to, do whatever you want us to do. You want to give me an extra charge or whatever. That's cool. You could have said something. You could have said, hey, I'm going to be on my way. The question was, where are you, right? The response was, I'm at the library. There was no, hey, we're going to meet up at this time, or I'm going to be on my way. It was never, I'm on my way. See, this is the issue right here. You don't just pull up you don't just pull up unannounced. This is a very unannounced situation. You didn't announce yourself. You didn't say, I'm going to be on my way, or how long, or better yet, you could have also asked, how long are you going to be there? Like, it was none of that. She just pulled up assuming that we were going to have some form of meeting, and that was never established. A meeting that was never established. Nothing was established. I told her, hey, that you can't just do that. That doesn't make sense. You shouldn't have established with me that, first of all, that you were coming here. First of all, that you wanted to meet up. Like, none of that was established. So you can't tell me to be on your time or to show up for you unexpectedly, just magically like that. Tell me that makes sense. Tell me that makes any sense.
So I can get the library. I said, oh, she's telling me I misplaced it. But here, let's go to. So she says she's at the library. I said, okay, I'm not far from there. I'll be there. So I can get the GoPro and charge it or...
Look, this whole explanation that she's giving, none of this was expressed. None of this was disclosed towards me or any messages or any phone call, nothing. Like, she's adding this on to the video.
Or give her this extra charger. She left. I go to...
No shit, I left. Because we never established a meetup.
The library, she's like, oh, I got hungry and I left. My friend said she couldn't call you or text you and say, oh.
Why didn't you, if you wanted to meet up, why didn't you call? Why didn't you say anything? How am I supposed to know that she's trying to meet up with me? How was I supposed to know that you are going to show up, to pull up? And even the prior message where we're talking about how I don't have a charger, like, it was never, her response was, oh, I just assumed you had one. So it's not like it was a leading up response or message to, like, oh, here, I'm going to bring you one. Like, it was never that.
Oh, I'm hungry. I'm going to leave and I'll be back. No, she didn't want to do that.
What is she talking?
Wants to play games, right?
That delusion. This delusion.
So I don't get her. She says, I'll come to where you are. I said, okay. I'm at such and such. Didn't hear nothing from her, y'all.
At this point, I don't even know what she's talking about. Like, this part right here.
Where you are. I said, okay. I don't get her. She says,
oh, this is what happened. This is what happened right here. Look.
Come to where you are. I said, okay.
Look. So at that point, when she on her own will decided to pull up to the library, right? I said, well, I mean, if you went out your way there, I'm like, okay, I'll just get it myself then. Like, you don't have to pull up on me. I could have very well just got it. Or better yet, I could have eventually found a charger. But look, I'm like, okay, well, I'll just pull up then. I'll just get it then. Right? Her response was, no, it's too late. That's what but why isn't she saying, why in the video is she not saying what actually went down? Like, what really happened? Like, in the video, she's saying she didn't reach me, right? But the whole time she said that she didn't want to link anymore or that she didn't want to meet anymore because it was too late. So it's like, why are you making it seem like I just wasn't there or like I disappeared? Or you're the one that said never mind. But why aren't you mentioning this in your video? Like, yo, you're so weird. Like, you're such a weirdo. Oh my God.
Didn't hear nothing from her, y'all.
She is so
weird. Then I go back. I still don't get her.
Oh, and this is also what she was doing, right? She was calling me unannounced. This is what my issue was with her, and I expressed this with her very gracefully. I said, hey, look, you cannot just call me unannounced. You can't do things unannounced and unordered. Like the way how she just pulled up to the library without establishing a meetup with me. That was her fault. That was not my fault. I don't know, why would you do that? You didn't establish any form of meetup with me, and now you're getting mad at me because you decided to just assume and fucking do shit on your own will without any organization, without any structure. If you want to meet with somebody, you establish it. You establish the time, you establish the place. She's not doing any of this with me, right? Same with the phone calls and messaging, right? Throughout the day, she's like calling me, like I'm going about my day. I'm going through my regimen. I'm training. At one point, I was training. I'm at the gym. She calls me out of nowhere. And mind you, when I'm busy going throughout my day, I don't be on my phone. Like, certain things that I'm doing, like, my phone isn't around. I don't want to be distracted. I don't want to be, you get what I'm saying? So she's like calling me randomly, unannounced, expecting me to just fucking answer to her like any time of the day. Like, no, you don't know what I'm doing. You haven't gotten right with my schedule. You haven't gotten right with my timing, with you don't know what's going on in my life, but you think you somebody that has that form of, I don't know, authority or power to just do whatever you want. Like, I'm like, nah, this is not what this is. If you wanna reach out to me, you wanna meet with me, you wanna speak with me, you have to establish that. You have to get right with my schedule, my nigga. Get right with the schedules. You have to be orderly. How, at this big ass age, how don't you know this? At this, you should know this. I said, hey, look, everybody is not spontaneous. I'm not that person you could just always just call. You could just call any time of day randomly. Like, you can't just do that. Not everybody is like that. Don't do that shit with me. Like, okay, you want to speak with me? That's cool, but like, announce yourself first. I don't do that unannounced.
She's supposed to meet me. Then she tells me,
go back.
I still don't get her.
I literally got to rewind it because I don't know what the fuck is she talking about. I swear to God. I'm rewinding it because it's like, what is she talking? I gotta re-listen to this shit. When I put the screenshots and messages up there, like, it's gonna all be there. And look how she gotta think about this shit. Like, she has to really, she's like thinking about what the fuck to say. She's like, what lie should I make up next? Why the fuck you gotta think about it? Like, just tell the story. Like, she's like,
I need to come up with another lie. What's the next lie to say after this lie?
look at her ass. She can't even look at the camera straight. That's how you know when you really spit in truth. When you really spit in truth, you expressing your truth. You looking dead in the fucking look dead in the fucking camera. She can't look in the camera. Look at her.
Nothing from her, y'all. Then I go back.
Look me in the eyes. Say you're not lying. Look me in the eyes right now.
Still don't get her. Then she's supposed to meet me.
Look me in the eyes.
Answer her phone all morning, doesn't respond. Then she goes and says she's traveling with her family. She'll call me later. I said, I'm fed up now.
Look, at this point, I'm out with my family. She's calling me randomly, unexpectedly, unannounced. I'm out. I'm spending time with my family. She's expecting to get my attention throughout the entire 24 hours of the day. She thinks she thinks she could just summon me. Like, who are you? You think you could just summon me any time of day? Like, no, I'm a young adult. I'm a young lady. I'm not a child. I have a regimen. I have a schedule. I have a life. What the fuck? You think you could summon me or something? Who are you, lady?
I got so much going on. I got other things I need to be doing.
This woman don't got shit going on. Because why? But I'm telling you, like, random ass times throughout the day, like, she's just calling me about some ass camera, bro. You don't got nothing else going on, bro. Like, she's literally blowing my shit up about this dumb. I'm told her, I'm like, look, stealing a 10-year-old camera is in the least of my interest. I don't want this old ass camera. I can literally go to the flea market and probably find this. Like, I don't want this dumb shit. Take this shit back, bro. If you about to act fucking delusional and mentally handicapped, bro, I don't want this shit, bro. Take this dumb ass shit and get out of my face, yo. Bro, I'll really flame your ass, bro. You gotta be careful out here. You got these monitoring spirits. You got these vampires. This is a vampire. This is a beast. Ogre. I'm telling you.
Doing, then chasing her around. I can see how
and it's like what are you doing? Calm down. He really started blowing my phone up out of nowhere. By the time that library situation, this is like getting later in the evening, right? I'm getting tired. I want to eat. I want to go home. In her mind, she's trying to chase me down or something. I'm like, are you okay? Like, she's looking for problems and trouble.
Unprofessional.
And it's like, one thing about me, I don't do stuff like that. I was born in the sun was in a karmic planet. I share a Saturn complex. So I believe I believe karma is very much real. So I don't do shit like that, my nigga. I don't do shit like that. She's the type, she claims she's empathic, but it's like, that was some bullshit. She's far from empathic. She does not know how to read people. She does not know how to read environment. She doesn't know any of that like she claims she does. Because if she does, then she would have known from the get-go like what type of person I was. She's really just full of shit.
Professional she is.
Oh my God, she called me unprofessional. When I bring these messages up, oh my God, it's over.
Her around. I can see how unprofessional she is.
This is literally, like, this is what I'm telling her. And she's trying to, like, flip that shit on me. That's crazy.
I had to threaten that I'll file a police report.
And by the way, if you really did that, right? If you really were to take it to that level, right? That would not be considered stealing because you handed it to me, you stupid ass. You handed me the camera. That's not stealing, you stupid ass. Like, if it really got to that point, which you wouldn't look so dumb because you handed it to me. I did not deceive you in any way. This was all your idea, your initial idea. You handed it to me. If it really got to that level, you would lose. I could have dead-ass pocketed that shit. You gave it into my hands. So now you just sound extra dumb and mentally handicapped.
For theft. If I don't...
See, this is what I'm saying. Like, you handed it to me. How is that theft? She thinks she's like, I don't know, trying to scare me or something. Like, my nigga, that doesn't scare me. Like, just for that.
Get it back by Monday. Then she contacts me. She says she wants to meet this morning.
No, I told you, I don't want that dumbass 10-year-old camera. That's what I told you. That's in the least of my interest is stealing or pocketing this old-ass 10-plus-year-old camera. That's in the least of my interest. You can have this dumbass camera. That's what I told you. But I also told you, stop calling me unannounced. If you want to meet up with me, you have to schedule an appointment, schedule a meeting with me. Don't just call me unannounced and expect to summon me like I'm a robot or something. I'm not a robot. I have a life. I have a regimen. I don't care. You think I'm younger than you? Think you have some form of, I don't know, power or authority over me because you older or some shit? Kiss my ass. No.
I get it back with missing parts.
I'll show y'all the video. Everything was in there.
I could tell she took everything out. I get it back with missing parts, right? Okay. So the cord, everything is on. I keep my camera stuff together. I don't misplace my camera stuff. I know what's where.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, this whole thing, bro, I really don't give a f. Like, she could say whatever she want to say. Stuff was there. Stuff was missing. I don't really give a f. Like, she knows what it was. I know what it was. She really knows what it was. Like, I just don't get, what do you get out of putting this on the internet? Like, I don't, she wants to be a victim so bad. I don't know. She want to be a victim so bad. I get your life was probably, like, miserable. You want some form of reparations because you're getting older. You're just looking for a break. But, like, if this is how you go about it, this is not the way. This is not the way. You got nothing out of this. She trying to convince me and other people that, like, it's my loss. I ain't lose a damn thing. I'm so glad that this happened, bro. I don't want to be around no weird-ass, lying-ass, goofy, egotistical motherfucker like this. I'm glad that this happened. Thank you for showing me your true colors and who you really are. Thank you so much.
And what's what? Okay. She shows up. She doesn't say jack to me.
I ain't got nothing to say to you. What is there to say? Take your dumb ass camera. That's it. I'm out. What the fuck? I don't got nothing to say to you. You acting really fucking weird. When I tell you, she, like, the way how she's telling the story, that she's making it seem like I was, like, holding on to it or something. My nigga, it's only been, like, what, 2? When I tell you that the time period that this was going on in was so short. Y'all remember that episode of The Boondocks, The Exorcism, with Tom and his wife had broke up? He was only at Robert's house for 2 days. It's only been 2 days. He was out of it. My boy, he was done.
I've had enough. I'm going back upstairs.
Tom, when we first let you stay here, we thought it was only going to be temporary. But damn, I just don't see any end in sight.
It's only been 2 days.
Nigga, hush.
But it looked like it was going for weeks or maybe even over a month. It's only been 2 days. No more than 2 days it's been. She's making it seem like I was holding on to it or something. I was not holding on to it. I'm going about my day. She's calling me unannounced. And mind you, when she asked for it back, right? This was very unexpected, very unannounced. Like, all of a sudden she's just asked for it back, and she's expecting me to just stop whatever I'm doing throughout the day. She expects me to stop and drop everything and go see her. That's not the problem, is returning it, right? The problem was not returning. It's just a matter of being orderly and structured, about things. Let's schedule a meeting. Let's schedule a call. Like, I'm not just about to drop all my for you. Mind you, I'm not always on my device. My device is not always on me all the time. Like, I'm not always on it throughout the day. Sometimes it might be on silent. It might be on D&D. It happens. That's if I'm not expecting a call. That's the thing. If I'm expecting a call or anything, or a message, a call or anything, then of course my phone is gonna be on. But in that case, I wasn't expecting anything. So at this time, she's just blowing my shit up, being all paranoid and shit, being paranoid as
Head down. She passes it to me. She gets back in her car. That's a sign of guilt. I don't have to.
Girl, I don't want to look at you. I don't want to look at you. I had my shades on. You can't even see my eyes. I had the case. I gave it to her. If I was really guilty, I wouldn't even have saw you. I wouldn't have pocketed your shit. Trying to say I'm guilty. I put my shades on. I don't want to look at you. Like, your face, your whole face, your existence is just disgraceful to me. When I pulled up to her, look, let me show y'all. Just looking at her, like, at that point, after all that just happened, I don't even want to look at you, bro. Like, take your shit. Look. Look, I gave her. Here. Had my shades on. Here. Went back to my car. Like, what the fuck is there to say to you? I don't got nothing to say to you. The fuck, you wanna have a conversation with me? See, and that's the thing, like, she's probably lonely as fuck, bored as hell. She wants somebody to talk to and give her attention and shit. I don't got nothing to say to you. Take your shit. My head was not down. But even if it was, like, who gives a fuck? I gave you the shit. Like, why? What the fuck? Nothing to say to you. That's it. You're done. Get the fuck out my face. Fuck out my life, man. What's wrong with you? That was pretty much the end of it, though. But she did, after this, like, 2 days later, she messaged me again. After I returned it, for whatever reason, she wanted it back. There was no explanation towards that either. Like I said, everything was just mad unexpected. For whatever reason, she wanted it back. I didn't even ask her, like, well, why do you want it back all of a sudden? Because I don't care. Okay, you want it back, have it, right? I gave it back to her. That shouldn't have been it from there. Like, that shouldn't have been it. And also, I watched her look inside of it too. And I didn't immediately pull off either. I looked at her, I even recorded her looking into it too. She didn't say nothing, but as soon as she got home, all of a sudden, as soon as you got home or whatever, or you pull off, now shit is missing. But why didn't you say nothing to me when I was there, when I was sitting there, right? And like I said, what can I do with these 11-year-old parts and pieces of equipment? Like, what can I possibly do with that? What purpose could that serve me? Like, be for real. Be logical, please. Logic, please. Like, I pray that she receives just neurological capabilities. Really lacking in that fact, and I'm not trying to be funny. When I returned it, though, it shouldn't have just been left at that. But for some reason, she reaches out to me again. What did she say? I don't even... The part where her ego is very inflated, she's mentioning my age, that like, I'm really young and I don't need to listen to you. Basically, she's saying I don't need to listen to you because you so young. But here's the thing. She's saying she don't gotta listen to nothing that I say, and basically it's like she dismisses everything that I say because of the fact that I'm younger. The thing about that, my body might be young, but there's something that we have called the soul, right? And my soul, I could go so much in depth on it. Just from the day that I was born alone speaks for itself as far as who I am on a cellular level, right? As well as my astrological placements as well speak for itself. So you got my birthday, what they call a birthday, and then I got my placements as well. It's already telling who I am. See, this is the things I don't really share with people like that. That alone speaks for itself, and I don't even, like, that right there is just enough said, right? So I said, hey, look, your body might be older, but I have great empathy that your soul withholds mere youth, which is enabling you to be hard of hearing, of wisdom and intellect. Now, one thing about me, like, I'm not a subjective person. Like, I'm keeping this shit as subjective as possible. So she's trying to take it personal with me. Also, she was contradicting her words as well with me, because we was having a conversation about the work industry, 9-to-5 industry. She's trying to tell me that I'm less of a person. This is on the phone. I don't have it recorded though. I don't know if I could bring out can you even open up a phone, previous, I know like you could do that in the police station or something, but she called me and she was literally screaming on the phone. I'm like, look, I'm like, ma'am, calm down. Stop screaming in my ear. Stop screaming in my ear. Like, what the hell? Oh, this lady, like, what is, calm down. She mentioned a comment. She tried to take it personal with me. And from there, I'm like, all right, this conversation is over. She tried to take it personal with me. She's trying to say that I'm less of a person. She's like, you're not responsible because you're not in that predicament with the workforce where I'm being personally discriminated against, right? She's saying, oh, well, since you're not there anymore, that tells me a lot about you. I'm not a slave. I'm not there because I'm not a slave. I don't take shit from nobody. I'm not letting anybody treat me any type of way. I'm not letting nobody talk to me however way or treat me unfairly, and I'm just gonna be accepting of it. You might be able to do that, but not me. Like, I'm good. I'm gonna exit myself out of the situation. This person doesn't like me. Like, why would I stay in this environment of somebody not liking me? Because now I'm about to absorb into that energy, and that's just not me. I don't do that. I don't absorb into weird, low vibe energy. That's not me. The contradicting part about it, because we was literally having a conversation about this, how the goal isn't really to be working for other people, being creators, things like that. You're trying to label me and define me as, or define my character, let's say it like that. You're using the job to define my character. She's saying that I'm not responsible because I don't still work there anymore. So you're saying I should be there forever? So you're saying I should remain a slave? But like, isn't this contradicting what our previous, or the first conversation that we had going against it? Like what you were saying. You said you wanna grow your channel, you wanna get bigger, you wanna get more views, you wanna this and that. Now you're defining people based off of fucking slavery. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. That tells me how untruthful of a person you are. And I said, look, ma'am, I'm not a slave at the end of the day. I don't kiss ass. I don't care who you are. I'm not kissing ass. I don't get on my knees for nobody. I'm my own leader. I am a leader at the end of the day. I'm still building. I'm still learning. Yes, I'm figuring things out. But at the end of the day, I'm not an ass kisser. I said this before. I said this years ago too. Y'all can see videos of me saying the same thing, and it still applies. It still goes. Like, I'm not kissing ass. I'm for damn sure not nobody's slave. Like, I was not doing that forever. Like, so like, what are you implying? Did I mention this to her? No, because I don't be going back and forth to people. But that's the thing. She tried to take it personal with me, and it's like, dude, what does this have to do with the initial thing? What does this have to do with the camera? Like, this is really the main thing is, okay, you want your camera back? Fine. That's what I'm trying to say. What does this have to do with anything? Like, where's this about to go? So at that point, beep, 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 I hung up. She thrives off of negative energy. And it's like, she claims she doesn't want that. This is what she's going for. She's going for arguing. It's a hierarchy to arguing, right? It's a lower end. It's a pyramid, right? You got the lower end, the bottom, then you got the top. When you're arguing, you want to be at the top. The bottom, the lower end, and I could actually put up the chart too. Hierarchy to arguing, right? So the lower end, I'm gonna explain it. The lower end to arguing is subjective, it's opinionated, it's not objective, and it's not factual based. The higher end is factual based. For an example, imagine we're arguing about, say, something scientific, something scientifically proven, and one person is stating the facts and then the other person is, well, you do have a lot of evidence and that is pretty factual, but in order to counter your argument, I'm gonna say that you are a piece of turd. You see how that just got off topic? That's just the first thing that came to my mind. But look, you see how off topic that just got? Like, the topic had to do with scientific studies, right? But then you just completely changed the subject, and now you're trying to talk about me personally. That, you see? Look, watch this. There's a hierarchy to arguing, right? And you can see, this is what I was explaining. The lower end is name calling. So that shit has nothing to do with the initial topic or argument, right? The topic could be about, like I said, scientific studies, right? One person is losing the argument, one person is stating the facts. So the person that's losing the argument, they're getting upset and they call you a piece of turd, right? You can see that it has nothing to do with the initial topic or argument. So this is the lower end. This is the lower echelon of arguing, and this is not where you want to be at. Contradiction, counter-argument, refutation, and refuting opponent's main point. This is where you want to operate at. There's different ones too. Ad hominem attacks the characteristics or authority of the writer without addressing the substance of the argument. Just getting off topic as fuck. This is how people be. This is where she was trying to take it with me. And once you try to take it with me right there, like, that's when I know it's over. Like, now I know you're wasting time, you're wasting breath, and you're f***ing bored. You're a vampire at that point. At that point, you're just a vampire and you're just thriving off low-ass energies and frequencies. Like, y'all heads be just so fucked up, bro. But look, you could pause and read this. This is how you properly argue. You want to get the higher you are on the hierarchy, the better.